Civil Media.
It is a great honor and privilege for me to address you on this occasion. At the outset, I would like to congratulate Her Excellency, the Ambassador of Austria to the Republic of Macedonia, Ms. Renate Kovler, and the Director of the Holocaust Memorial Center, Goran Sadikario, for their joint initiative to organize this round table on a subject of a very important, I would say, of particular importance. Subject that concerns not only the Jews, but all of us. Subject that may not always be on the top of the national priorities, but needs continuous attention and undertaking timely measures. Reflecting on the global resurgence of anti-Semitism, Nobel Peace Laureate Elie Wiesel some 10 years ago said, "May I share with you the feeling of urgency, if not emergency, that we believe anti-Semitism represents and called for. I must confess to you, I have not felt the way I felt now since 1945. I felt there are reasons for us to be concerned, even afraid. Now it is time to mobilize the effort of all humanity." Those words are very much valid and actual today. We are witnessing an increasing anti-Semitism, not only in its traditional forms, but also in new, sophisticated, virulent, and even lethal forms, as were the last year deadly attacks in the Petersburg synagogue. Anti-Semitism that through the internet and social networks became a global phenomenon. We are facing with a very serious problem that is not only Jewish but a global one, as the anti-Semitic incidents are challenging the democratic values of our societies. Allow me to reflect on the activities in the Republic of Macedonia in the fight against anti-Semitism and I would say Holocaust denial and distortion. The government of the Republic of Macedonia honors the obligation it has assumed under 2000 Stockholm Declaration and pays special attention to all aspects related to the Holocaust, such as the education, remembrance, research, with the young generation in our focus, and with the main idea that the prevention through education of educators and students is the best remedy for many illnesses. Although the Jewish community in my country is relatively small in numbers and consequently the public expressions of anti-Semitism or anti-Semitic incidents are relatively rare, the government is firmly committed to combat anti-Semitism and Holocaust distortion and denial, as well as all forms of discrimination, hate speech, and other forms of human rights violation. And what I want to underline in this is the excellent cooperation we have with the Jewish community and the Holocaust Memorial Center. To illustrate this commitment, I would just like to mention several concrete examples. I will start with the commemorative events on the occasion of 75 years since the deportation of the Jews from Macedonia, held under the auspices of the Prime Minister of the Republic of Macedonia, His Excellency Zoran Zaev, that took place last year on 11 and 12 of March in Skopje, Bitola, and Štip. I'm mentioning these events because of several reasons. They were held under the auspices of the Prime Minister of the Republic of Macedonia. We have had a first historic visit of the Bulgarian Prime Minister Boyko Borisov, who together with Prime Minister Zaev participated at the March of Living and addressed the commemorative ceremony in front of the monument of the Holocaust victims. We have understand this as a very important message, not only as taking assuming the responsibility for the Holocaust, for the deportation of Macedonian Jews, but also a message of both governments to fight anti-Semitism. On this occasion, I would like to mention that two very important documents were adopted. Declaration of the Assembly of the Republic of Macedonia, which, among other things, condemns the Holocaust, Holocaust denial and distortion, as well as all shapes of genocide and violation of human rights, and calls upon the institution of the government, the academy, science and education institution, media, NGOs, and public officials to fight against these evils. The second document was the adoption by the government of the Republic of Macedonia of the IHRA working definition on anti-Semitism that was already mentioned, thus respecting the recommendation of the European Parliament resolution and IHRA, although we are not EU member country, neither an IHRA member. The other example that I would like to mention is the initiative of the Jewish community to amend the penal code of the Republic of Macedonia that was supported by the government of Macedonia and which means to make amendments in the penal code in three main areas: prohibiting the usage of National Socialist symbols, negation of the Holocaust, and spreading out of anti-Semitism. And I do believe that this, I would say, second goal to amend the denial of the Holocaust should be maybe may also include in the final version the Holocaust distortion. The initiative has been approved by the Working Group for Reforms of the Penal Code and now is in a governmental procedure. I would like just to end with the big regional conference responding to anti-Semitic hate crimes and addressing the security needs of the Jewish community that was organized by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and OSCE, Office for Democratic Institutions and Human Rights, in partnership with the Jewish community and OSCE mission in Skopje, that had gathered more than 50 law enforcement officials from the Ministries of Interior, Ministry of Justice, and Jewish communities from Albania, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Croatia, Montenegro, Serbia, Slovenia, and the Republic of Macedonia. I will stop here. There are some other examples, but maybe we will have the opportunity to mention in the discussion. And with
Civil Media